So I just had a little interesting thing that just kind of caught my eye. And I'll tell you about it in a second, but I want to preface this by another time this happened and it came to pass. And I remember the remote viewers, Dick Algar and those guys, crypto viewing or future forecasting group now, I think they call themselves. They had done a viewing session, and Daz was like, man, I think I saw this coin that, like, everything else was like either crashing or not doing anything, but this coin just kept going up and up. It was like, it was like a rocket ship and this and that. I don't know the coin, but I think I saw the symbol of what it looks like, the logo. And so I start looking and I go, man, I think it's Matic, Polygon Matic. And so I do my thing, ask for a dream, and I get this dream about this strapping onto a guy that had a jetpack, and he goes, hold on, and I held on, and we went up in outer space in like seconds. We skyrocketed. We got up to these really close to these 3 satellites, and then we came screaming back down, and he drops me off at a train station, like an Amtrak type of a deal or something. And the platform where you stand to go walk out to the trains, there was like a little field, not too far of a walk, and I noticed the train just started to move, and I was like, shit. And I go, man, I bet I could run and catch that thing, but I might get in trouble. So I waited. So my interpretation was like, the train is just kind of starting to move, like you got time, with this coin and such. And at the time, I think that coin might have been around $2.80 or somewhere around there. And right now it's under $1 for sure. But it was, I don't know, a week or two later, I'm sitting with my daughter at a red light, making a left turn, but it stayed red because a train was coming, where as soon as we turn left, you're going to see the train, so the light automatically stays red. And it's an Amtrak, it's not going real fast, and I just get this feeling like, look at that train, there's something there for you. And I'm watching it, and I see these big numbers, like they were temporary train numbers, and like the locomotive, and it was like, 134 or 143 or something. I go, there's that number, there's something about that damn number, what the hell's going on? And I go, wait a minute, that train in my dream had 4 cars behind it, and this train has 4 cars behind it, and it's an Amtrak. They usually screaming by, and this one's just going kind of slow, like the one in my dream was just creeping. I'm like, what the hell's this mean? And I go, I did a Patreon post. I go, I don't normally post this because it's not a dream, but I go, I think it's related, man. I think whatever it was, I think it was $2.31 at the time when I got the dream, or when I saw this happen with the train, and it was after the dream. And I go, guys, I think we're about to go down to $1.43 or whatever it was, 34.43. And I go, I think I just saw it like another sign, but not in a dream, like it's related. So I do a Patreon post. Sure as shit, it wasn't that long after that, effing Matic dumps down to that price. I go, son of a gun. So I just want to tell you that story because I just had that same kind of, it's almost like a deja vu feeling. And I just left my house when I noticed this, but I was listening to a video in the car, just the audio of it. And so I wanted to finish that before I did this video. So I just get down on my road, turn on the road, the main road, and there's a vehicle with a trailer, and the trailer is like a lawn care trailer, or what you might call a utility trailer. It's got the little, diamond shaped holes you can see through in the back, grate that you put down and you drive your lawnmower up on it. It's that type of a trailer. I think it was a dual axle, but like you typically see with a lawn care person. And there's a John boat, and it's not just laying down, because I think it might have been too long to lay down in the back of it. Although it did seem to me like it would have fit, so I'm not sure why I saw it this way, but it was the tailgate of the trailer was up in the up position like you normally would have it when you're traveling, and it was locked in or whatever. In the John boat, the top or the front part of the John boat was, and it was upside down, so if you were on top of the trailer looking down, you would have seen the base of the boat, the bottom of the boat, you know, as if you were in the water. So it's flipped over, and the front of the boat is up on the back of the trailer where the tailgate is, or whatever. So again, the tailgate's up, and so therefore the boat's not nice and flat in the back of the trailer. It's up at an angle like this with the front of the boat, again, upside down, attached or tied to the top of the ramp, because the ramp's going straight up. You know, it's in its up standard position to go down the street. And I just got the deja vu feeling like, John boat, remember your dream about New York City? The last one you had, where you got the information, this will be referred to as worse than 9/11. And you found a John boat in the middle of the city where there shouldn't be water, much less a John boat. And you stole that John boat to get out of the city as quickly as possible, to get away from that destruction. But the city had water all in it. So I was able to go down streets in a John boat, past the city, out towards the bay, into some little marshy like island area. And then when I got it there, I remember finding out who owned the thing. Maybe the number was on the side or something, because I think they rented boats. And I go, oh, well, I know who this is, so I'll call them and say, hey, listen, I stole your boat. You know, it was just in the middle of the city. I had to get out of there. I have it. Everything's fine with it. I have a trailer that I can put it on to bring it back to you. So let's think about this for a second. Maybe this is why I'm having the deja vu here. If I had a trailer to bring this guy his boat back, and I don't own a boat, by the way. I've not owned a boat since I was like in my 20s, I think. And, oh no, maybe I take that back. We had a boat for a very, very short period of time, about 7 years ago. Very short period of time. Anyways, I have not been thinking about getting a boat. I don't really want a boat. Therefore, I wouldn't have a boat trailer if I don't have a freaking boat. So in the dream, way back, you know, last year, I think, I tell him I have a trailer, I'll put the boat on it, and I'll bring you the boat back. So if that happened today, I do have trailers. And I have a trailer that I could put it on. It's more or less a car hauler type of a trailer, flatbed, you know, flat, low thing. I could stick it right on there, tie it down, and bring some on the boat. That's how I'd have to do it. I wouldn't have an actual boat trailer. You know, who has boat trailers lying around without a boat? Doesn't make sense. But in that dream, I had a trailer that I could bring him his boat back. Wouldn't have been the right trailer, I guess, but it was certainly enough to get his boat back. And, you know, if I remember, I'd have to go back and read my book, my dream book, about exactly how that dream was. I just remember getting a trailer, like I got a trailer and I'll bring it back. Like I don't know. I mean, I think that's how it was. I had my own trailer. I don't think I went and got one of his trailers to go get his boat. I don't think that's how it went. I don't remember it now. I'd have to go look at my dream book, because I did write it down. And that was one with JC up on the hill. He was a buffalo. He's jousting with another buffalo for like King of the Hill. Like, what the hell? And that was around the time when I brought the boat back to the guy. So I just saw this trailer with a John boat flipped upside down. Again, incorrect position to tow a boat. If you had destruction, your boat might be flipped upside down. You know, there's just a lot of symbolism I think I just saw. And I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and it's just not even something I would even care less, you know, even think twice about. But I got that same feeling I got with the Matic thing in the train. And then sure as shit, that number hit it right to the T. It like dropped right down to that number at the time. And I go, damn. And I'm getting that feeling right now as I pass that freaking boat. And there's only one thing I've had a John boat in. The New York City bad thing. Worse than 9/11 dream. So I just want to share that with you. Take care.